Microphone check, microphone check. I don't wanna hear any static on that bitch. What's good, y'all? Welcome to episode 4? Episode 4? I don't know, I could be wrong. Just check the box thing underneath. Welcome to the next episode of Fly on the Wall. I am your host, Buddha. Remember Buddha, however you know me. Just happy if you know me, period. I promise I'm a good dude. We here to shoot the shit, so let's shoot some shit, man. Sticking with some common themes, man. What I'm listening to, what I'm watching. I'm going to jump right into what I've been listening to, because I don't know, ever since I guess since I heard about Utopia, the new Travis Scott album coming out, and the fact that he's having a listening party at the Giza Pyramids, that is the coolest shit ever. That is like, bro, I'm sorry. He is a icon for the decisions he makes. And yes, he very much fucked up a little bit at that Astroworld Fest. We know about that, but I can't fully put that on Travis. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, demonic, put it on Travis Scott. He did it. Da-da-da. He's sacrificing souls and shit." It's like, bro, y'all are really, really, really reading into that shit too much. I love a good conspiracy. I really do. But maybe it's just because I'm partial to Travis Scott. I don't know. Either way, the Utopia album that's coming out, I'm sure is going to be great. He said it reminds him of like Rodeo and Al Faro, and those are like, Rodeo to me, and like Days Before Rodeo were like my favorite Travis Scott eras. But touching on what I've been listening to, it wasn't those albums. I actually am listening to Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. That is like, I actually think that you could argue that might be his best project. You can make that argument. It's just got a few holes in there, but it's so fucking good. The ends is just like the melody when Travis Scott is doing the "Only You Can Save My Mind." That shit just, it hits me, bro. Like his melodies, and like he has these snippets in the songs, like at the end of Way Back, where like it's the synth change, the one that Uzi sampled on his Eternal Atake album. Except for I don't think he did it justice, because it's such a lush synth, and I feel like we need some melodies to pair with that, like really good lush melodies. And Travis nailed it with the "Look, boy, don't you sit close to the TV, look, boy." That shit is so fire. And then I was playing First Take, the one with him and Bryson Tiller. I love a good R&B Travis Scott record. Anything him and SZA do is great. Really, I would love to see a collab album from those two. Like, you can't tell me that wouldn't smack. Like, they know what they're doing. They're both very creative. Like, they stand out in the room. They are not one of the, there's a lot of artists that I feel like you put them in a room, I don't know which one's which, but I can tell the difference with Travis Scott. I can tell the difference with SZA. They are standouts. They are great. But anyway, I've been playing Birds in the Trap. It's a great album. I still really like it. There are some songs that I wish, like, I don't know, either may not have been there or been there. Like, I love the I guess it's technically a bonus cut, is Wonderful with The Weeknd. So I guess it makes sense, because I was going to say, I feel like it's bloating the track list a little bit, but if you put that as like a deluxe, which I think it was, I don't know. Either way, Travis, you're fire, bro. Like, you are one of my favorite artists. You inspire the fuck out of me. And really, you can do no wrong. It's just, these are my tastes. Beyond that, I guess there's another one that I went back on. It was an album that, like, I wanted to see how it would really actually age. So I have started playing Donda again. And my biggest issue with Donda is it was a very bloated track list, semi-unorganized. But there are some great, incredible records that, like, just Come to Life is so goddamn good. I mean, gosh damn good. I can't be saying it like that if I'm talking about Donda, bro. Like, no, it is literally one of my favorite Kanye records. It is that, like, Runaway level vibe. Very good. And I know he liked the piano, if I'm correct. I think he went to some, like, art school in New York, and it's like some 13-year-old kid playing the piano. That's so cool, man. That's cool as fuck. He's like putting on for the youth and kind of giving them a big spot to shine. I love to see shit like that. And I was listening to Off the Grid, 5EO just eats that motherfucker. Cardi eats that motherfucker. Kanye eats that motherfucker. That is a great fucking song. I love that shit. Beat goes crazy. They really nailed. I love the beat switches too, because when Cardi's going, it sounds like a Cardi type beat, and then when Fivio and Kanye on there, it's like some drill. And like, you know, Kanye is not known for being a drill rapper, but he is from Chicago, pretty much the birthplace of drill music, I guess. And then you got at the time, the New York drill like sergeant Fivio just eating, bro. And you know, that was a good record. I really like it. Lord, I Need You was one that I really liked, just because some of the lines are like kind of cute and cheeky and relatable. Like what does Kanye say? When I'm in dad's shoes and mom jeans, something my prom queen, spend an hour in Walgreens, whatever. I mean, bro, he was spitting on that. I really like that one. And 24 is great. You know, I'm like, I really do have a love for like it's got to be good, but like good gospel music, bro. Like it's got to fucking hit. Like I've also, speaking on Kanye and shit too, I've also been dipping into like the old Sunday service records. Like he has the cover of Rain. It's so fucking good. And then Father Stretch My Hands, like the Sunday service version is really good. And then I'm listening to like this Tiana Taylor cover of Never Would Have Made It. And then what's the other one? Oh my God. But they turned it into a different record. It was all these leaks for like, man, I promise you, Kanye got the craziest leaks out there, bro. Like some of them are just, they're incredible records. Like, if you've ever heard Brothers, it's a song about Virgil Abloh and like him and Kanye's relationship. It's like one of the most beautiful hip hop records. It inspired one of these records that I tried to make the other day, where it's like piano and like got the boom bap drums and you being real vulnerable and talking and like, nah, it's great. But yeah, I went back on Donda and it's got some good re-listening value to it, but I do think it's just a massively bloated track list. I used to love that shit when I was younger. I used to love getting like a 16 track mixtape from like Wiz or like 18, 20 tracks from like Wayne or something. But now the older I get, like, I guess it's true, our attention span is just not there. And, you know, I feel like you get more of an experience when you can say less or say more with less. Like, you know, in the Rick Rubin book, it says, and Rick Rubin's quoting somebody else when he says this in the book, but art is not making simple complicated, art is making complicated simple. So like, you know, if you're putting a project out and you can like condense it and still make it like have that full experience thing going on, like that's it. You got to be able to do that. You know, I feel like when you have the experience of the record, like to where it doesn't feel like you're listening to an album. It feels like you're experiencing the album. You know, and you know, you can do that within like 16-ish tracks, but I think 10 is really the clean cut max for me. At least what I really truly enjoy. And like, you know, maybe three more songs, something like that. I like to look at albums as like a bookmark in someone's life. And you know, it doesn't have to be so much sometimes. But anyway, that's my beef with Donda. That's the only beef I have with it, is it's just too many tracks. It could have been handled differently, I guess. But Kanye's going to do what he does, and he knows what he wants, and that's what matters most. So you got to trust the man. He's going to fucking do what he knows what he's supposed to do. And that's how I look at my shit, too. People always are telling me different shit to fucking do. But you know what? Sometimes I just got to tell other people to shut the fuck up, and it's time for me to do what I got to do. And that's what makes it art. Art is not perfect. Art is flawed. You know, you got to appreciate that part of it, too. That's what makes it special. Beyond that, I just played, right before we started this, I played Godspeed by Frank Ocean, and I'm not joking when I was getting watery in my eyes, bro. It's just a beautiful fucking song. Like, James Blake wrote it, right? I think that's the deal, and he's got his cover out there, which is incredible. I mean, it's just a fucking love letter kind of song, you know? That whole album, man. Chef's Kiss. Very, very nice. And I always like to play something to hype me up, too, because I was obviously not going to come in here, like, crying, listening to Frank Ocean. So when I went to London, like, 8 years ago? I don't even know. I can't keep track of probably 8 years ago. To visit my friend Daniel, who was studying abroad. And we were out there in, like, the UK doing some UK shit and, like, playing some, like, UK house music and stuff like that and, like, UK electronic stuff. And anyway, his buddy put me on to this record, No Place Like Home by the Aston Shuffle, and it's just a bop. And anyway, I was fucking playing it to get me hyped up to start talking on the podcast today. So I was playing that. Play that if you want. It's a good summer vibe, man. It'll get you up and going and, like, ready to move. But yeah, I was playing that. I play a lot of lo-fi hip-hop in the morning because I don't like to wake up loud, man. I like to wake up nice, slow, ease my day, maybe meditate if I'm thinking about doing it. I was so much better about it, like, 5 years ago, but I've fallen off, bro. I haven't been taking care of, like, that part of my, like, mental exercise and my mental fortitude. But meditation's great. You should do it. Just sit out in your grass, take your shoes off, and let the birds chirp and focus on your breathing for about, like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just you'll have a much easier way to digest the world after that. It's great. But yeah, so lo-fi hip-hop, anyway, that's where that branched off to. But lo-fi hip-hop for me is a staple in my rotation. Jay Dilla, beats by Jay Dilla, not just his production on songs, like just straight-up instrumentals or, like, I need that stuff. It helps me. It's freeing. I don't feel constrained to certain thoughts or context, and just kind of lets me go freely. I also have been playing a lot of my new demos, as usual. I'm going to try and stop doing that shit so I don't burn myself out on these songs. But I made one the other day that I'm just obsessed with. And, like, I can't stop playing it. And it sounds so good. And it's mixed by me, but that doesn't mean it's done being mixed. Because I can do some fun shit with the mixing, but I can't take it there as far as, like, mastering, I guess, and getting the sounds to kind of dance around all the frequencies properly. But either way, I'm going to get that shit mixed at some point, and it's incredible. It's a fun song. I don't know what the title is yet, but it's a demo, and it's going to be dope. I guess let's transition into another segment here of what I've been watching. So it's a lot of the same shit, I guess. Similar. Well, maybe not a lot of the same shit. But oh, no, we got one episode left of The Bear. We're going to watch it probably tonight. And, oh, man, that's one of my, that's a comfort show for me. I fucking love it so much. Like, working in the food industry and then seeing how they handle stuff. And I worked in fine dining in the food industry. I worked at a country club. Now I work at a cash house. It's... You see both sides, and, they portray it so well, and the care and detail with these characters and the character development. I mean, this second season, I don't know what season's better. It just depends on how the finale is, but the second season feels just as good, if not better, than the first one. It's just so much character development. Richie's really coming into his own, and I love Marcus. He's top 3 character for me on that show. He's just a wholesome dude. I love that, and he's fighting for his mom and, like, trying to, he really cares about cooking. I love to see passion behind people's shit. If you like something, I want to see you like that shit. I want to see you love it. Like, that's special. Like, we're fucking human beings, man. You gotta enjoy the things you love, because 1, you don't know when you're going, and 2, you don't know when that shit might be going. So, take care of the things you love. Anyway, Marcus, great character. Sydney's fucking awesome. They dive into her background. They dive into the whole Berzatto family's background, and it's just, it's a great fucking show. I stand by it 100%. I need, like, 10 more seasons of it. Don't stop. Keep going, Hulu. I got you. If nobody's watching, then that means that I'm dead. because I'm gonna be watching that shit. I've been kind of also dipping into some summer league basketball. It's been interesting this summer, I guess. I like, is it Imani or Emini Bates, the guy for the Cavs who was like the number one prospect a few years ago. I think he's the steal of the draft, at least if he keeps panning out the way he does. Because the Cavs are deep, bro. They have a good fucking team. You add him to that roster, and they develop everyone properly, they could be making a trip to the finals at some point. Now, they did choke a little bit in the playoffs last year. I ain't going to lie. That was kind of embarrassing. I thought they were going to beat the Knicks. But, hey, Jalen Brunson's he's that boy. He is that dude. I knew it. Well, I didn't really know it. I wasn't, expecting him to go crazy like that with the Knicks. But when he was with the Mavs, I knew he was nice. Anyway, yeah, Summer League's been nice. Victor Wembanyama's been, super polarizing because he's fucking humongous and, this prodigal son of basketball kind of vibe going on. But, genuinely, he puts on, 20, 30 pounds, can somehow magically stay healthy. He could be one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen. I'm just thinking off of size. He's 7'5", 7'4", 7'5", and he's that agile, and he's got a jumper, and he's got handles, and if he puts on some weight and plays some defensive IQ stuff, he might be the best, two-way big man we'll ever see. Maybe. That's a high statement. That's his ceiling to me. That's his ceiling. His floor is shit. I don't know. I don't even know what I would call his floor. Because he could end up being he could be Greg Oden. He could be hurt all the fucking time and never play again. I hope not, though, because I love Greg Popovich, and I'd love to see him develop this young man into I just like seeing more stars and more unique stars because we've never seen anything like that before. I want to see Wemby do his thing, but we will see. And speaking on more Summer League stuff, Brandon Miller clamped his ass up, and he was getting buckets in one of the other games. I can't remember which one, but he looks like, honestly, a lot of the Hornets fans were like, oh, no, we don't want this motherfucker. No, he was a good pickup, genuinely. I think y'all are underrating how valuable he could be to your team. But yeah, that as far as Summer League goes, it's been nice so far. It's been, and I like who's the dude from the Rockets? I think it's Jabari Smith. He was a rookie last year. And I mean, not like he's going to not play in the Summer League again, but he was talking about how well, I get to play with my teammates and get better in the off season. Why would I not be there? I would have to be there. And I love that mentality. That's leadership. That's showing up and making other people feel well, if he's going to show up, then I got to show up. And, it just creates a little kinetic energy going on with the team, and then everyone starts doing that because the Rockets need that. They are, fuck. You had your coach crying because of how shitty of a team you guys were last year. That's bad, man. Y'all gotta do better, Houston. Y'all will do better, but work on that shit, man. Fuck. What else? I'm halfway through it. I'm halfway through the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but only the second one. I think I watched the first one and fell asleep through it just because it was late when I was watching it, but I'm watching the second one while I was working out earlier, and it's a good movie. It's cheeky, cute little kids cartoon thing, but I love seeing my favorite childhood characters displayed on screen in a movie cinematic format kind of thing. And I love Jim Carrey too. He does a great Eggman. And bro, it's a fun movie for what I've seen so far. I need to get through the rest, and I do love Idris Elba as Knuckles. That is a good pick. That was a good pick for the voice acting. And Tails and Sonic's bond in that movie is so cute. It's just wholesome. I love it. Makes me want to go pull out my fucking Sega and play right now. And I do have a Sega, but it's not a Sega Genesis. It's a portable handheld Sega. I got all the games here, bro. I am such a fucking nostalgic ass nerd. And I wouldn't have it any other way. this isn't what I've been watching, but it's something that I'm gonna start watching at some point, just because I've been reminded of how good it is. But the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z, I could argue that might be, I don't know. The Frieza Saga is iconic too, because that's when you get to see Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time. But the Cell Saga to me is great because it kind of showcases Gohan's talent a little bit. And he gets fucking like, it pisses me off how they handled his character, because Gohan should technically end up becoming like the strongest character in the series. You know, like pending with Goku, I guess. But he gets kind of nerfed, bro. Like, he just is like, they make him like weak, and they always talk about he has the most untapped potential. It's like, all right, where is it then? Like, but in the Cell Saga, it kind of showcases that, because he's like a 14-year-old, and he's fucking killing Cell with a Kamehameha at the end. Oh, man, iconic. One of the best. To me, you know, I know it's such a cliche thing to say, like, oh, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime, bro. Like, for me, it is. That's how I got introduced into this shit. And, like, I eat that shit up, bro. If you want to act like it's just, people are like, oh, it's just fighting, there's no character development. Bro, look at Vegeta. Vegeta is the perfect definition of character development. Cold-hearted Prince of the Saiyans, and then he meets Bulma, and he falls in love, and his heart just turns from ice cold to just warm and fuzzy inside. Deep down, Vegeta he's that guy, bro. Anyway, I love Dragon Ball Z. That show is just so good. So I'm going to start the Cell Saga soon. And I guess I might as well just start from scraps and, like, you know, go to what is it? I guess the saga before Frieza was like when, what's his name? Raditz and like Nappa and Vegeta come to Earth, and they're beefing with Goku and shit. And either way, I'm gonna jump into the whole series. I love it. I'm gonna watch it all the way through the Majin Buu series, and that's pretty much my 3 favorite sagas. Is like Frieza, Cell, and Buu. Like, there's just so much lore, and it's fun. But yeah, you know, I love it, man. I think it's time we call for a little break. I'm gonna do a little smoky, so I can do some more talky when I get backy. All right, y'all. We will be right back. Boom. Round it. Oh, shit. All right. We are back. I had a little smoke and nacho break. Fresh bowl. And then a bowl of nachos of leftover taco meat that we made last night. Shit was smacking. We had some Rotel. And we actually put some breakfast sausage in there. Kind of like some knockoff American chorizo. Like, it's fire, bro. It was good. Anyway, I'm back from the break. I hope y'all have had time to let your thoughts get settled. We're going to bring in a new segment here, something that I haven't done yet that I want to kind of incorporate and just kind of, you know, can't be the same shit every time. That wouldn't suit me. I got ADHD, motherfucker. I'm all over the place. So we will kick it off with this. Got the Profield hat. Profield bandana. Shout out Profield. Anyway, so this is going to be my overrated, underrated series. I have a bunch of random things and people and stuff that I've, like, written on I mean, I got stoned and I wrote these all down so I could just throw them in the hat and pull them out one by one. And then give you, like, my take on if I think they're overrated, underrated, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll start off. What do we got here? Who's the first one? Oh, shit. Okay. This one is... Y'all are going to probably not understand my answer for this, but chicken wings. Okay, hold up. Chicken wings for me, bro, if, like, there was no... Like, if I had to eat one thing every day for the rest of my life, it would be fucking chicken wings. Now, my reasoning behind that is it's literally my favorite food. Some good crispy chicken wing skin and then, like, some savory meat and, like, oh, bro, that shit is smacking. And you can change the sauce so you don't have to just be stuck with one flavor every time you eat it. You can do barbecue, you can do hot sauce, you can do fucking garlic parm wings, you can do lemon pepper wings. I mean, fuck, you can do them dry, and you can do them with, like, a dry rub. You can do them with, like, a butter garlic sauce. Oh my god. Oof, ooh. Chicken wings to me, though, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Chicken wings are underrated, not valued enough. And chicken wings are arguably the greatest food of all time. To me. You can have a different take. That's fine. This is for me. Shout out chicken wings. Legendary food. I'm going to just probably go through all these. Fuck it. All right. Oh, no. LeBron James, overrated or underrated? Now, you hear me 3 or 4, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I would have said, my hating ass would have said overrated. I have turned over a new leaf, and especially since he's not, I mean, the Bulls kind of suck ass right now, and I'm a Bulls fan for the record, and you know, he hasn't been torching us in the playoffs, so he's not my issue anymore. And now I get to appreciate his game genuinely for what it is. And yes, LeBron James is that guy. He is the boy. Like, that dude he has surpassed his expectations, and that's incredible. I'm going to go ahead and say LeBron is not overrated or underrated. He's perfectly rated. I think he's right where he needs to be. In the discussion with MJ, he's not over him yet. He's not. I'll stand by it, and we can have this argument. Someone can come on here and talk with me about it. But that's my take. And it's not by a big margin either. I think LeBron is very close. I think LeBron gets another ring, then yeah, we can have that talk. We can have it, and I'll probably be. It's becoming harder to make an argument for MJ being better than LeBron, but he still is better than LeBron. All right. Oh wow! Wouldn't you know? Michael fucking Jordan is the next one. You know, I get that he is massively hyped up, and to me, he is one of, if not the greatest athletes of all time in major sports. You know, I'd say Michael Jordan. Now, I think he's perfectly rated. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT, bro. Like, there's just, you know, between him and LeBron, he's better than LeBron, at least to me. From everything that I didn't get to really grow up and watch that shit. I didn't get to experience it, so I bet it was 10 times more cooler than I already think it is. Because I already think his career is one of the coolest sports careers ever. But Michael Jordan is perfectly rated to me because he is the GOAT, and like, you know, that's who he fucking is, man. Deal with it. LeBron, you got to win one more. You got to do it. That's the only way for me, at least. All right, lo-fi hip-hop, underrated, off the cuff already. And people love lo-fi hip-hop. I still think it is underrated. I think lo-fi hip-hop is just a great way to let your brain just be easy, keep cool, and, like, you know, you just get to fucking, like, not have to think as much. Your brain is free, man. I don't... Andre 3000 was talking about that shit when he did an interview with Rick Rubin, I guess. It was about him saying, what did Andre 3000 say? He said he was listening to instrumental music because it doesn't, like, pin his thoughts down. I was talking about that earlier in the podcast, but, like, you know, either way, lo-fi hip-hop, massively underrated to me. Oh, God. Goku. Shit. this is gonna kind of be a hard take, maybe. I don't know. I want to say overrated, genuinely. I do. Only because he just gets so much, like, extra power all the fucking time. But he is genuinely he's the main character. He is perfectly rated for the Dragon Ball Z series. He is. I think he is, he's supposed to be the strongest guy. He is. Like, if he's not, then what's the point of the series and him being the main focus? Goku is definitely perfectly rated. White People Taco Night. Severely underrated. Now, it's generic as fuck. You just go and get some, like, Old El Paso seasoning and, you know, you fucking get some ground beef and make some, like, Rotel with Velveeta and shit and, you know, make your little cheese quesadilla and, like, some microwavable Mexican rice on the side. Like, White People Taco Night slaps, bro. Like, now it's not better than, like, you know, getting a real fucking, like, I don't know, just like going to a real taco place in general and getting just like a good fucking taco, not just some ground beef you fucking cooked in the pan. But it is underrated, 100%. I think White People Taco Night doesn't get the respect it deserves. And yes, it is sort of bland, but, you know, it depends on how much seasoning you put on. I load that bitch up. I don't buy the little, like, 79-cent or 80-cent little bags that you pour on. I buy, like, the value size so I can dump as much on as I want. I load that shit up. Ooh, shit. Bagel Bites. Damn, I'm going to say underrated. Bagel Bites, pizza rolls get talked about more than Bagel Bites, and I think that's concerning. Y'all don't understand how good Bagel Bites are, man. A classic for me, at least. That's, like, my go-to when I would get home from school. I'd have some Bagel Bites, or I'd, like, eat some Flamin' Hot Cheetos and watch some Dragon Ball Z. That was, like, the holy trinity of after school for me. And then, or I'd get a cream soda. And that's, you know, I was just, that was what I was on. That's probably, where'd the diabetes come from? Oh, shit, summer. Summer is overrated as fuck. Extremely overrated. I hate sweating. I don't like it when it's fucking hot. It makes me mad. I get sensory overload, and I just, like, want to fucking choke everybody out, and I get uncomfortable. I want to just go hide in the shade. Like, summer, to me, is severely overrated. Like, yeah, it's nice that we get to go outside, but you can do that in fucking spring and fall, too. Like, and I prefer spring minus the allergies. That's why I like fall. I don't really get allergies in the fall. And you get to wear layers. You don't have to wear layers. Like, you can, your outfits are more flexible. In the summer, you can only wear, like, a fucking t-shirt and shorts. Or, like, you know, and if you wear some jeans, you're probably going to be sweating. And, you know, you're going to have that stank on you. Ugh, that sounds like shit. I don't want that. Fuck summer. Summer is overrated. I will stand by that. I was born in February, so I'm a winter baby. I prefer winter, genuinely. Like, I love snow. There's something really calming about it. And summer is not calm at all. Summer feels chaotic as fuck. It makes me, I don't know, it just bugs me out when I'm sweating my ass off, bro. I don't know about y'all, man. Y'all can, and, you know, I occasionally get sunburnt. My skin is so weird, like, sometimes, like, it's like when I put on sunscreen, I get burnt, but when I don't, I get, like, a nice little crispy bronze tan. I don't know. I don't like summer also because it's such a long peak of heat. It is so fucking long. We live in St. Louis, Missouri over here, and it is humid as fuck. It's like Florida, but without a beach, so it sucks. It's like a swamp in the middle of the fucking country. Anyway, what do we got here? Pizza. Pizza's perfectly rated. Everyone loves pizza. If you don't, you're a fucking weirdo. I don't have to expand on that. Ooh, Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, you know, till I see him. And I believe that he can be that great. I believe he can be a different, like, specimen in the NBA. Like, I think that Victor Wembanyama could either be like this incredible, like, game-changing talent where other people try to mimic his game in a similar respect to like how Steph Curry did it. I feel like the people who really did that the best, some of the three best people at like influencing the game and how it's played, obviously Michael Jordan, but I'm going to leave him out on this one. But Allen Iverson had a big thing to do with that, I think. Kobe did, and Steph Curry 100% did. I think Steph Curry, a lot of these young cats, they're trying to do the shit Steph does. And, you know, some of you motherfuckers can't, bro. Like, Steph is just different. Built different, man. But Victor Wembanyama, I'm going to go ahead and say right now he's overrated. Till I see him play, he's overrated. I want to see him prove me wrong, though. I know he can. He's just got to be healthy. Put on 20, 30 pounds, muscle, and like a little bit of tubby, and just give him some body in the paint, bro. He'll be... And he already... I think I saw a quote. He said that it's not as physical in American basketball as it is in European, and I was like, oh shit, he's saying that already? That he better not be capping, because someone might body his shit. But I also want to see him do the same back in respect. Like, if he's talking that shit, back it up. I want to see it. Victor Wembanyama, overrated for now. For now. That might change. This is the last one here. Oh no, I'm about to rip the whole thing up. Yee. Drake. Drizzy Drake. Damn, bro. I think Drake had a point where he felt underrated to me, where it was like he was still like an underdog fighting for his spot. And now, like, you know, granted, he has some very, very good songs that come out, but he also has some major duds, and like, you know, a lot of people hype up the duds. So to me, that feels a little overrated, and that's just my take. And I'm not saying Drake is the top dog, like, in rap right now. I mean, him and Kendrick and, you know, Kanye, whenever he wants to put his head on and kind of focus on the music, and, you know, there's a lot of other big names that I could list off and say, oh, this guy's there too. It could be any fucking buddy. These are just the ones that came to my fucking head. But Drake, yeah, right now, a little overrated. But also a little underrated, I guess, because there's moments with him where, like, I want to hear, you know, I need another, like, song like Over My Dead Body. That is one of my favorite Drake songs ever. And he was just vulnerable, and he was just spitting, and he had just all these classic, iconic bars on there, bro. I love Drake, bro. He's incredible. And I like the theatrics for his new tour. It looks like he has, like, a young, like, look-alike Drake next to him or something, and he's like he's giving him like a little like diary or like a journal or something, and whatever. It's dope. I like to see that, man. Drake, though, I will say, just because he's so fucking big, and I feel like whenever people are that mega big, they are a little overrated. You know, even my favorites, you know, they got a little bit of overrated. But I still love you, Drake. Don't take that as disrespect. I'm just keeping it real. As real as, at least what my opinion is real, I guess. So, shit, I guess that's it for the overrated, underrated series. I hope you like that. We're going to try and move that forward and keep doing some more shit. But without further ado, let's get into my top 3 of the week. I'm going to start off here with number 3. Yeah. Carmi Berzado from The Bear. You are my number 3. In season 2, it's just like, you see, like, he has so much tension built up through the first season of just like, he's just this overly stressed chef, and like, he just, all it is work for him. Like, he doesn't have life. You gotta have balance, otherwise your brain's gonna explode. Like, you're gonna explode, and that's not good. You don't want that to happen. It doesn't have to happen like that. And anyway, through the second season of The Bear, Carmi is like, I don't know, he's dating this chick, and, you know, he's clearly got feelings, I guess, for Sydney, and like, I don't know, you're starting to see him like grapple with like the maturity of like making decisions and stuff, and he's really like putting together the restaurant really well. I'm excited for the season finale. And fuck, the episode Fishes, where it's like the backstory of their whole family. And, you know, they have so many big name actors on that episode. It's like John Mulaney, fucking John Bernthal, and Bob Odenkirk, Jamie Lee Curtis, Sarah Paulson, and, you know, it's just all these fucking it was just a great episode. That was probably the most gripping episode of the whole season. It was just heavy and, you know, relatable in some respects. We all have crazy family moments, and like, you know, that was some crazy family shit that happened in that one. But Carmy handles it like a boss, bro. He is well-mannered and, you know, well-tempered for the most part in this season. So I'm excited for the season finale. And Carmy Berzatto, you are my number 3 on my top 3. Number fucking 2, Cherry Dilly Bars from Dairy Queen, bro. Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? Like, you want the chocolate dilly bar. You want the most basic shit on the fucking planet, don't you? You crazy motherfucker. You don't even want to expand your taste buds. Get the cherry dilly bar, bro. It is incredible. You gotta like cherry flavored shit, to be fair. The butterscotch was a little underwhelming. The chocolate is always a classic. It's always good, but get the cherry dilly bar. It tastes incredibly like cherry-licious. It is so fucking good. And the texture when you bite into it, oh man, I don't know. There's something magically refreshing about that. And Dairy Queen ice cream is always good. So next time you go to Dairy Queen, get a fucking cherry dilly bar pack of 6, or get a single. I get the 6-pack because, you know, why not have some in your fridge or your freezer? Put it in the fridge, let it melt. Fuck that. But no, get a cherry dilly bar. Number 2 is cherry dilly bar. Dilly dub. Number 1 on my top 3 is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine suit that got leaked for the Deadpool 3 movie. Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me? Wolverine, the whole X-Men series, first of all, that's probably the comic book I collected the most. It was probably Spider-Man, Daredevil, X-Men. I had some, The Flash for DC was another one that I used to collect. And then some, obviously, Batman. But X-Men and Wolverine is just he was a part of the real big 3. The real big 3 of Marvel was Hulk, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. And then it turned into Captain America, Iron Man, you know, with the MCU and stuff. But back in the day, bro, those were the icons. And now to see Wolverine, after all these years, he's been in all these movies, and he's wearing, all this tactical army shit with not even a hint of the fucking blue and yellow in there. Barely even the littlest hint. And this motherfucker came out looking flyer than Big Bird in that shit, bro. He made that yellow pop. And Hugh Jackman, I don't know who the fuck could replace that take as Wolverine. I don't. Because after this is as good as it gets. You are getting Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the yellow and blue X-Men suit, and it is pound for pound just straight out of the comics. Granted, I'd probably like to see, everyone keeps talking about they want to see the sleeves off so you can see his arms like he did in the comics, but I think it looks very natural like this. It looks better, at least for a live action version. So I'm fucking bugging for this movie, man. It's looking like it's gonna follow the theme of Deadpool kills the X-Men or kills the Marvel universe. And he's going to go to the Fox universes, and I think he's going to kill all the old Fox characters. He's going to kill Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. He's going to kill fucking Storm. He's going to kill James Marsden's fucking Cyclops. And, all these fucking Daredevil, Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Jennifer Garner's Elektra. That's going to be so fucking dope. That is going to be so fucking dope. I need some water. Hold up. Nothing like some crisp ass cold water, bro. But no, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine suit is incredible. And I used to play the old Wolverine game back in the day on GameCube. That was the jam. And now they got another one coming out for the PS5, bro. Oh, shit. Or I think it was on GameCube. It might have been on PlayStation. Either way, I was jamming that shit. But the one that's coming out on PS5, take my fucking money. I'm ready for it. And, you know, after this display in this movie, I guess what, Deadpool 3 is coming out next year? Oh, God, I can't wait for it. It's going to be so fucking good. You know, you can make the argument that that's going to end up being one of the best comic book trilogies. That'll be in the conversation for sure. Got to see what happens with Beyond the Spider-Verse. That could be, that could be it. That could be the greatest trilogy ever in comic book history. But we'll see. We don't know. But for now, number one is Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine suit being leaked with the comic accurate Wolverine suit. It looks so fucking good. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyway, that's it for today, man. I forgot what episode this is. Is this episode 4? I think it's episode 4. Either way, get down with your bad selves. Enjoy yourself. Stay tapped in. We got more coming. We will be getting guests on soon. We are ordering another mic. We are going to get it lined up. I have some people that are reaching out that are going to be fun to talk with. So I hope that y'all are ready to listen. I love everybody. There it is. There's a little heart for you. I love you all. Thank you for staying up with me. Like, subscribe, do all that cool shit. Show some love in the comments. Stay tapped in. I got music coming out too. You don't want to miss out on that shit. We got some very interesting stuff ready to drop. I promise. 10 out of 10. With that being said, I am Buddha. This is Fly on the Wall. We are out. Peace. Peace.